So last week I went to the mall and there's a newspaper shop inside the mall. So usually I would stop there to play a $1 lotto ticket. Could be a take five ticket. So it was just so weird behavior. And as I experienced this behavior from these people, this got me thinking about October 31st, 2023, the day I came from the courthouse. I came out of the courthouse and I said, you know what, I'm gonna get me some Chinese food. So to go back, I'm gonna explain and give you context about what I had said in this video back in for October 31st, 2023. So I'm doing a recording even though I'm sick. Somehow I'm getting seems like I have an allergic reaction. I'm having an also allergies. Uh, anyway, I went to the Chinese food restaurant and I had ordered some four fried chicken wings and fried rice. And the lady at the time, the store owner, she's she took a long time when it comes to serving me the food because she was occupied with other orders that are not coming from not from the people who order at the restaurant, but for people who ordered on the internet and also through the phone. And she's overwhelmed by the people who ordered from the phone and also on the internet because it was not just me who was sitting inside the Chinese food restaurant. It was also another customer, and he was waiting for over 20 minutes. So she looked at me, and I look at her. She said Chinese. She said chicken wing because I usually order for I've been ordering my Chinese food at this restaurant for over a year, and also and also with my mom when she was here, um, she would look at me, say Chinese food, chicken wing, fried rice. So I got up, and she stared at me, and she said, "What do you want?" Right? Which is uncalled for. This is really unprofessional to actually behave this way. I'm a customer and you're asking me what do I want, and you just looked at me and said if I want Chinese food restaurant, if I want some chicken wing and fried rice, I ordered food and you're disrespecting me as a customer. She's not supposed to say what do I want. I'm there to actually, she opened her business so she can actually, make money and actually, to serve her food to paying customers. I'm a paying customers, and she's not respecting me. And then the next following day, November 1st, 2023. So that was a Tuesday. No. October 31st, 2023 is a Tuesday. November 1st, 2023 is a Wednesday. And I went to the UPS store to drop off my package because I sold my Windows 10 uh, laptop on eBay for $60. So I had to walk it to the UPS store. As I walked back, I was getting hungry. I said, you know what? Let me get me some Popeye's chicken sandwich, a spicy chicken sandwich. So I got inside the Popeyes. I went inside the Popeyes, and I saw there was two customers standing in front of standing in front of me. And then they went to actually order their food. Right, the cashier stood right in front of them. The cashier, right? She was actually she went to the cash. She was standing right in front of the cash register, and she asked them what food that they want, and she gave her their food. But when I was standing in front of the cash register, she was standing in front of the cash register. Instead, she was away from the cash register. She was distant away from the cash register. And then she said to me, the Popeyes employee, she said to me, "What do you want?" So I'm like, "Huh? What are you talking about? I'm a customer here. I'm a customer because I have money and I want food and you're not giving me the service. You're actually asking me what do I want instead of saying how may I help you, right? She doesn't say that. So I look back on how the Popeyes employees behave on November 1st, 2023, you know, and I compare this behavior with October 31st, 2023, the Tuesday with the Chinese lady at the Chinese food restaurant when she said what do I want? They correspond with one another instead of saying how may I help you? Because what do you want means that you have an attitude like I'm a nuisance, as I said at that time. So for last week, because now I'm speaking about 2024. Last week when I went into the news shop, I had I won a free ticket through the Take Five because it's $1. I won a free ticket. There's only at least how many numbers? Two numbers match, and I there was another customer in the news shop here inside the mall. So I handed the gentleman at the counter my Take Five ticket. It's a draw game, and he just stared at me, stared at my ticket. So this behavior, this is the same characteristic trait that the guy at the counter at the news shop exhibited. He exhibited the same characteristic traits as the Popeyes employees from November 1st, 2023, to Wednesday. Well, when she asked me, when she asked me what I want to order, she said, "What do you want?" And I told her I wanted a spicy chicken sandwich. I gave her I showed that I have money. I gave her my $10, and she just stared at my $10, just like that. She stared at it. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Why is she staring at my money like I'm not supposed to give it to her? Like, it's wrong for the way she stared at my $10 as if it's wrong for me to hand her the money when I'm a paying customer. So that's also unprofessional. And not only the unprofessional, it's out of character because she's first of all she's not standing in front of the cash register and she's distant away. Yet she respected the previous customer ahead of me. She stand in front of the cash register as a cashier, and asked them for their order. And for me, she didn't do that. She disrespected me. So I look back. That's what I mean by characteristic traits. So I look at the store owner at the shop and at how he stared at my ticket. He just stared at it like something's wrong here. Like something's wrong with me. You know, this isn't. It's as if I'm a nuisance. That's what I'm thinking at the time. Like and my mind is getting to that point, saying, "Wait, did I did something wrong? Am I a nuisance?" And this is how I was feeling on November 1st, 2023, to Wednesday, October 31st, 2023, to Tuesday. As if I'm a nuisance, as if I'm bothering them. When I've been going to that news shop, the news shop over there in the mall for years. Been going there with my mom, and also at times by myself. I've been going there for years, and he just stared at my ticket like something's wrong with me as well, and that's why I compare. That's why I say characteristic traits as well as the Indian lady at the Popeyes on November 1st, 2023. She just stared at my $10 like I'm not supposed to give it to her, and as if I'm a nuisance. So the other customer, there was another customer there, and he was like saying, you can take him. He said to the guy at the the guy at the counter, who's actually, that's his job. He's actually at the counter, behind the counter, making sure to actually, take people's tickets, and if they want any items, they can purchase it. So he just stared at me again, stared at the ticket, and I'm just standing there. I'm like, what the hell? And then it took the gentleman at least how many. That's why I said that they have a delayed reaction. So that's like in 2018 and 19. So in 2018, I had about fall 2018. I had mentioned when I was living in shelter, and even though my notes are erased, I don't really have no notes for that time because the AI erased those notes. But anyway, I'm memorizing. There was one of the security guards at the shelter. So me and my mom uh, and sister was at the lobby. So me and my mom had to sign the sheet. Anytime you leave the shelter, like go outside, you have to sign out. If you come inside the shelter, you have to sign in. So there was a security guard, African American security guard. As soon as he saw the NYPD officers, like his reaction, it's like his reactions was delayed. I had mentioned it's delayed reactions. It took him possibly at least 20 or 30 seconds to react, as if it's as if the mind that he had at the time wasn't supposed to be projecting this behavior. It's as if someone had slowed it down. It's like he's not supposed to be projected. Why is he reacting? Why it took him a long time to react? So I use that and I compared that behavior where there's a trait for this behavior that corresponds with the new shop guy at the counter, right? It took him at least 20 to 30 seconds to react to my ticket. By means, he said to me, "Oh, go to the other, go to the other. There's another person there." He said, "Go to him. You go play a game." I'm like, "What is this? That's an attitude." I noticed this. It seems that the multi-agent quantum AI computers make people have some nasty attitude, right? Especially in business. It wants to actually show that it can do that to anyone, anybody. It can do it to a cashier at a Walmart. It could do that. I'm talking about how the AI can present these attitudes. Like a person on the internet, it can make a person on the internet have an attitude towards me for just. It doesn't necessarily mean any AI or governments. It could just be just regular topics. They can make people have the program can make people develop these negative mind at that time. The mind that they have that exists at that time, right, contains information that allows them to behave this way because it's set. Like I said, the human thoughts itself run through an interval, and the program inside the quantum computer knows how to automatically set them to behave this way. Once they see the person, they're on auto set. So I'm like, damn, what the hell is going on? I just wanted to come here with a ticket, get a ticket, and this guy's giving me an attitude. That's an attitude. That's not right. I'm a paying customer. I've been here all the time. Why you disrespect me? So so when people on the internet, tell me, hey, why are you talking about something that happens? I'm just using an example. 16 years ago, this behavior still exists. So, I remember last year I had talked about this on TikTok. I had made a video on TikTok. I'm not too sure how many people follow my TikTok on YouTube, but anyway, I made a video about how my classmates treated me. Right, I had invited my seventh grade classmates, Darshana and who else? Because yeah, Darshana and Rafazul. So Darshana is Guyanese, Rafazul is Muslim, and I invited them to my mom's apartment, and I remember showing them my PlayStation Portable and I had a UMD games, that's few UMD games, and I had a memory stick. So all of a sudden, uh, Rafazul had whispered something to Darshana's ears. So Darshana said, "Hey, let me see," and they were browsing into my, my PSP. They can look at the games. They seen different games, music videos, because I'm showing them different music videos. I have Akon, Don't Matter, different music videos. And when they had when my classmates, right, handed me back my PSP, the PSP said that there's no memory stick inside. So I'm saying, wait a second, where's my memory stick at? Because I'm just talking about the behavior, that this behavior still exists, to show people this behavior still exists. And this is through strangers, this is through classmates, it could be, someone you're acquainted with and someone that you're not acquainted with. They could exhibit the same behavior. That's what I'm saying. This behavior exists. It's not supposed to exist. So at the time when I received my PSP back, so I'm talking about 2007, I asked Darshana, "Where's my memory stick? I know you have my memory stick because I know for sure that I never misplaced my memory stick." So at that time period, memory stick was very expensive. So someone that currently last year left a comment on my TikTok saying to me that memory stick is cheap. Well, it's cheap now because this is old technology. People use micro SD cards now. Um, now memory stick at that time was very expensive because I remember that I did surveys. Like there was a survey company called Gaming Lagoon back in 2007. Gaming Lagoon. It's a survey website for people who wants for teenagers and young adults who wants to do surveys so they can earn points towards video game consoles and also gaming accessories. So I know I had an account myself during that time, 2007. I was 14 years old, and I remembered, trying to earn a PSP memory stick. Like I wanted to import this memory stick from China, and I look online, and it's like how many you need like $40 or $50 to get this memory stick at the time. That's how much. That's how much it costs. It was really expensive. So for someone like this person at the current time to say, "Oh, memory stick is cheap," yeah, at this time it's cheap because people don't really use memory stick no more. So it's ridiculous how the human mind is not able to think. But anyway, the way I was disrespected by my classmates was just wrong. They're not supposed to be this way, and and then again, I still experience this behavior, right? As an adult, yeah, and this behavior that my classmate exhibited, like it's like they're toying with me, because I know I gave Darshan my PSP with the memory stick, and they're trying to get me believe, they're trying to make me admit to myself that I never had the memory stick in the PSP in the first place, and then they're telling me to get up and check under the chair, the under seat that we're sitting in. We're sitting on the seat, I did, and I'm looking down, and I don't see no memory stick. So I went back. I went sat down, and they're telling me, oh, I said, hey, stop playing games. Where's my memory stick? And they told me to sit down, and then they told me to check the chair again, and I found the memory stick because Darshana and Rafazul, they were playing around, and then I had talked about this before on my YouTube a while back, maybe 2 years ago, and Darshana and Rafazul said to me, "Man, why do you freak out? Why are you freaking out, man?" I'm like, "How am I freaking out when you two are conspiring to at me? They're talking about me and trying to do things to make me feel irritated. They're talking about me around, right in front of my face, whispering words in front of my face." And trying to make me believe that I'm going crazy, like I'm losing it, like I'm losing my sanity. When the fact here is that my two classmates, right? They're trying to steal my memory stick. Maybe they can resell it. They're thinking things about me, and they're telling me that I'm freaking out, that something's wrong with my behavior. But then again, they're the ones who stole my memory stick. They're trying to make an attempt to steal my memory stick, and they just end up leaving. So someone would say, "Oh, why are you still?" This is the type of treatment I get when I talk about my experiences. When I articulate my experiences, someone would tell me, "Oh, that's in the past." or that's 16 years ago. So I go back at it again. Like for example, I would talk to my father about something. He would say, something that happened, maybe a year or two, could be concerning my mom, and he said, "Oh, that's in the past." But yet he can talk about, uh, you know, something that happened like in 20 years ago or 30 years ago, and he doesn't expect me to say anything that, like he did to me. Oh, that's in the past, because the past matters. I'm giving him important information. I'm giving him context about what happened in the past, and he's actually not accepting the context that I'm giving him. He's limiting my ability to be able to give him the most important information about my mom, so he can continue talking, negative. So this is how the program make people behave towards me. That's how it makes people behave in real life and on the internet. Someone else online could talk about cartoons, how cartoons could show subliminal messages, and they get over thousands of views. But I do it. Someone say, "Oh, if someone talks about cartoons and use as an example, I can't take them seriously." You see, and this is why there's a person on the internet who mentioned this. So I had mentioned that the AI governs people, right? There's certain people who are around who are there's certain people that are able to receive interaction, and regardless of how logical they sound or not, they still were able to receive this interaction from people, to be able to have friends, be able to connect with one, resonate with one another, because the program allows it. The program, authorized this behavior at that time. But for me, it goes unauthorized, because the program does not want people to actually interact with me. But anyway, human interaction is the most important. Yeah, interaction is a skill that you need for life. Yet everybody is giving me this treatment. I call it a social barrier, where they make me feel uncomfortable. Where they make not only make me feel uncomfortable, as if I did something wrong. So that's when I started realizing it. I started connecting it. This behavior still exists, and it's not supposed to. With strangers, it's not supposed. This behavior is not supposed to exist with strangers, family members. Like people, as I said earlier, people you're not acquainted with. Or well acquainted. They're not supposed to be exhibiting these behaviors. People you're acquainted with are not. They're not supposed to be all behaving the same way. It makes me believe that there's someone doing this to me. Anyway, thanks for watching.